Good morning, Pike Central Chargers. I'm Owen Longest from PC Broadcasting. Today we have a fine selection of segments for you all. First up, we have Nolan with a new short film.
Good day, Chargers. At the start of March, our PC Broadcasting class recorded a short film for the Bobbian Film Challenge. The Bobbian Film Challenge started in 2023. It was formed by Shaylin Groh and Asia Hildenbrand. They are from DuBois County and went to Western Kentucky University for a degree in musical theater. They visited our broadcasting class in February to talk about their challenge. Quickly, we took interest in this, so we immediately started thinking of ideas for our film. The filmmaking process was to take 2 weeks. They would announce the allowed genres, a character we must have, a prop to use, and a line that had to be incorporated in the film. Once they announced this in late February, they posted a schedule that they would recommend participants follow to finish their film in time. Once we were given all of the information, we recorded all of our scenes in one day. And we were given the opportunity and permission to go to the Edith Barrett Memorial History Center on Main Street in Petersburg to record everything. The History Center was quite a pleasant place and the owners were quite nice. If you have any interest in the history of Pike County or families that lived in Pike County, you should go there and check it out. The editing process took longer than expected because we had actually recorded too much film. We had a 5-minute limit and we had recorded 8 minutes of film. So we had to make cut to the content. However, we still prevailed and made our film. Due to the cut content, we also made a second version that is a director's cut. Our film is called Is It Ghost? It is about the struggles of catching ghosts with a twist of farmer charm. All of the submitted films by different schools are currently being judged and the final placements will be released on April 18th. We currently do not have our short film out on the PC Broadcasting channel because of the restrictions to the challenge. However, once they announce the placements, we will have the film up in all of its glory. We will have both the original and the director's cut for everyone to watch. The top few spots, however, will be shown at the Astor Theater in Jasper on May 2nd. The tickets will be available in the next few weeks, and they sell out quickly, so be prepared to get one if you're interested in watching our film there. If you cannot wait until the 18th to see our film, you can always watch last year's film called Sweet Dreams. It's a short psychological horror film. It was recorded all in the school and has some interesting twists. If anyone would like to participate in the film challenge next year, you can join the PC Broadcasting class that Ms. Boner runs. We are always welcoming new people and hope to have a full class next year. You guys will get up to many fun things, whether it's recording interviews with teachers or just talking about things you enjoy. We hope you have much enjoyment in watching our film. Back to you, Owen.
Thank you, Nolan. We're all super excited for you guys to see it. Next up, we have Landon with a funky bass segment.
If you've ever been to a Pike Central High School swing choir performance, you've probably seen Karly Gideon play bass. We have many talented students at Pike Central. However, today I will spotlight Karly. What made you decide to play bass?
I always thought that bass sounded really cool, and I always thought it was like the coolest looking instrument ever. So when Miss Traylor had to have someone play bass for the choir, I thought this was like, okay, this is my chance to play bass, finally.
How long have you played bass?
About since the beginning of the school year, so I don't know, how long has that been? Maybe like half a year.
What is your favorite song to play on bass?
My favorite song to play on bass is not a choir song, it's 46 and 2 by Tool.
And what would you say to someone who wants to learn how to play bass?
I'd say just get as much practice in as you can, learn how to do things the right way, for sure.
If you're ever given a chance to see the swing choir perform, you should definitely go see Karly play bass. It's pretty cool to see. A special thank you to Karly for participating in this segment. Now back to Owen in the studio.
Thank you, Landon. Next up, we have Jacob, talking about some property tax.
Property taxes. Such an interesting topic, right? Well, in our case, yes. Yes, they are. You see, the state Senate is currently trying to pass a bill to help lower our property taxes, which is great, right? Well, not necessarily. This proposed bill, while it may sound great, would affect us as a school and not in a positive way. These tax cuts come with a cost. They would lower our budget increase from 4% down to 2%. And if you didn't know, that's a 50% decrease, meaning our school would have less money to budget with for the foreseeable future. And this isn't just happening to us, but to every public school in the state. A few weeks ago, the senior class got the opportunity to listen to Senator Daryl Schmidt and Representative Shane Lindauer of Indiana's Congress, in which they spoke to us about this proposed bill. They explained how the bill has gone through multiple different versions and lots of changes have been made, and how we're not losing as much money as we were when the bill was first proposed. But a decrease and an increase is still a decrease. Now, I might need to slow down. Let's hear their reasoning off of this handout that they provided. Even though Indiana has some of the lowest property taxes in the country, Hoosiers are justifiably frustrated by the year-over-year increases in recent years. Senate Republicans are striving to balance relief for Hoosier taxpayers with the budget needs of schools and local governments. SB 1 would provide broad-based relief to all property taxpayers with historic new caps on levy growth, including a one-year flatlining of operating fund levies. Now, that's a lot to break down, so let me do it for you. Basically, what that is saying is Indiana property taxes are low, but people are upset about recent increases, and that's a fair point. Senate Republicans want to limit tax hikes while still funding schools and local governments. SB 1 would cap tax growth and freeze some rates for at least a year. I will give credit to them. They have gone through multiple versions of the bill in which each time funding to schools gets cut less each time. This is a tough argument, of which I see both sides. People dislike tax rates, but public schools still need funding, and there isn't an easy compromise. I don't have an answer, and currently Congress doesn't either, but hopefully they will in the near future. I am Jacob Newkirk with PC Broadcasting. Back to you, Owen.
It's pretty interesting, Jacob. Next up, we have Blaine talking with the cast of The Fiddler on the Roof.
Thank you, Owen. Today, I'm joined by LJ Deffendahl, who played Golda, and Connor Levitz, who played Tevye. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thanks for
I know
having
you
us.
got a lot of homework and other things to do. I just got a couple questions for you guys. Let's see, can you give the quick viewers like a little overview, kind of like what Fiddler on the Roof's about?
Yeah, so basically, I forgot what, it's this place called Anatevka, and it's full of Jewish people, and they're all very, very poor, and they really stick by tradition and ways of their ancestors, and just continue those ways, like Sabbath, like on Sunday, and just working in the fields and whatnot, and men are the family, or men are like the head of the house and whatnot. But then eventually Russians push them out of their country and their home, and they have to move away. So it splits up families and their community overall.
Gotcha. What did you guys enjoy most about this musical?
Probably just being around everybody. I mean, these are some of the best moments that I've had in high school, some of the best memories I've had, and you know, we had some people come back that haven't done it before, and it was great. It was a really good time. I enjoyed every second of it, and I miss it a lot, actually.
For me, it's definitely the people in the environment. It's just, you walk in and it's so supportive all the time, and you know it's going to be a fun time, and you guys can just be yourself and dance and be an idiot up there, but you're having fun, and that's what matters.
Okay. What was the most challenging part about this whole musical?
For me, it was learning all my lines, because this is the most lines I've ever had to learn, and I guess shaping my character into Tevye and trying to be like him a lot. Like, because at first I wasn't really, like, I developed a voice and like I felt like I portrayed him decently, but like at the beginning it was kind of hard because I didn't know exactly how to like act as Tevye. So it just takes a little bit to figure out how to act like him, I guess.
For me, it was definitely the stress that came with it. This year was the biggest role that I've ever had, and it was a lot of lines to learn, a lot of music to learn, and along with school and other extracurriculars, it was very stressful for me, as Connor would know.
Yeah.
And as I broke down many times on stage. But I mean, it's one of those things, like, you have the people around you to overcome that, but it was definitely the most challenging part.
What was your favorite scene in the whole musical to do or watch?
Definitely when, so I had to scream a lot, and my favorite time was I was like yelling at Jayla, Hava, and getting mad at her, and then I got to absolutely scream at LJ. In fact, my lines were, "Women, don't make me angry, because when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly." And then I just started screaming in her face and jumping up and down. It was fantastic.
We could recreate it if you want.
I haven't yelled like that since, you know?
Probably scare everybody that's in the room.
Yeah, it's probably gonna make freak out.
That's definitely my favorite scene too. I know that we shared that favorite scene.
So it was definitely really, really fun.
That's maybe my favorite scene ever. I've never had to act like that.
Yeah. And finally, what advice would you give to people wanting to do musicals in the future?
I would say for people that do musicals, don't take it for granted. I feel like I took a lot of the time for granted. Like if I didn't want to go to practice, I would complain about it, and you know, those are some of the best memories that you don't get back. So I'd say make sure you take in every minute, every last moment. And you know, for people that are like on the fence, go for it, because you never get to do these again, and this is the only time you can like act stupid and it'll be like perfect. Like the musicals are way different than any sport or other extracurricular, and you build a different type of bond than you would in any other type of sport, because it's like teamwork still, yes, but it's a different kind of teamwork, and it's a big team, and you know, it's just way different than anything I've ever experienced. And I would do anything to do just one more.
Well, like for people that come to watch the musicals, they see it, you know, and it's well put together and it's the completed version. But to actually be in it, and I'm sure you understand that with this being your first year,
Yeah.
It's a completely different environment to actually be backstage and to be at the rehearsals, and I mean, it's just fun with your friends. And so my advice would be to just do it. Like even for the people that have done it before, go for the roles that you want, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because it's awesome. Like, it's such an amazing experience.
And trust the process, because it's not always good at first.
Yes.
But it'll get there.
We got it, this year we got put together in like the week of dress rehearsals. We got it really put together.
Yeah, because
Yes.
we missed 2 weeks because of the snow. That was rough.
Snow and the one transformer exploding.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I lost power a few times.
And then a cut foot.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming in and talking to me about musical. Back to you, Owen.
Thank you, Blaine, and thank you to everyone who watched. Make sure to like and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a broadcast. I'm Owen Longest with BC Broadcasting.